Good morning from my hostel here in Rio. As you can see, like, this is the end of the upper bed, so there's no way to sit up on the bed, but that's beside the point. So yesterday I got here very early in the morning and I checked into my hostel. I tried to get a SIM card because that was one of the first things that I wanted to do, but there is something about SIM cards in Brazil that is pretty much impossible. Now my phone isn't compatible for an eSIM, so I have to get a physical SIM, but you cannot get a physical SIM in Brazil without I think it's called a CPF. It's like a Brazilian tax number, which obviously I don't have because I'm a foreigner. But I've been told, like, if you've got friends or if you can find someone who's willing to share their number with you, you can get a SIM card. But I went to Claro, which is like a phone store, who sent me to Vivo, who sent me to Tim's, I'm not sure, but those are like the three main ones apparently, and they all said like, no, if you don't have a tax number you cannot get a SIM card, which is weird because the guy at the hostel reception told me that everybody up to Carnival, everybody, like all the foreigners, were able to, but maybe they just sell them for foreigners during Carnival. I'm not sure. I guess you could have gotten an international SIM card at the airport, but the woman was trying to charge me $45 for a SIM card, and I think that was for like 14 days, like 3 gigabytes of data. I'm sorry, no. So we're gonna do this the old school way and rely on people and I guess Wi-Fi, which is not that old school, but it's gonna be interesting. I was kind of hoping to get internet here because having data just makes me feel a little bit safer, but we're just gonna go without it. The plan for today is to go to stairs, which you will see why when we get there. I want to go to a cathedral. I think there's like a theater and another thing that I have to do my research on what it is exactly, but those are the 4 things that I want to do. Maybe try to get some like lunch somewhere. I went to a supermarket yesterday and I got like a cake with pudding in between. I'm not entirely sure what it is, what it's called, but it was really, really good. I feel like the supermarket here, or at least that one, had a lot of options. Price-wise, I've noticed in a supermarket it is not the same prices as the Netherlands, but a little bit less. But not so much that you would be like, oh, it's very much a budget destination. Which is fine, still worth coming here. So that's the plan for today. Once again, doing all those 4 things, then coming back here, fine, relaxing. The guy at the hostel reception told me last night that until 9 it is safe for me to walk around like this neighborhood. I'm not sure if he meant the entire city, obviously not like the favelas, but after 9, if I were to come back after 9, it's like just take an Uber. I'm not planning on being out that late. Like, I think I'm gonna just like not sleep in, but like not wake up at 7 and leave. Just, you know, wake up when I do some things, come back here, chill, relax, do some planning. And I think Rio is gonna be a chill and easy start to the trip, which I love. So I'm gonna get changed, brush my teeth, do all of those things, and then let's get going. One more thing though, I am gonna take a metro, which I've been told is safe. Like the buses, I've heard mixed things about, so I'm just gonna go for the metro. Okay, so I've just put hair oil in my hair, so it's up in a bun, which is why I look bald. But one of the things that I brought with me is this. It's like a thin little pouch. In here I've got the documents, like important documents that I need, but like need during the day and cannot leave at the hostel. So my passport is at the hostel, so I brought my driver's license so that if I have to identify myself, I know a Dutch driver's license doesn't count here, but it's better than my passport. I'd rather not take my passport out with me. So what I do is I just put it around my neck, put it inside my shirt, and then let me show you. I think you're up too high, but maybe this will work. So it's here, and then I just tuck it in front of my pants like that. Put my shirt over it. No one will be the wiser. I've made it to the metro station. I don't know if you can tell. I've made it to the metro station behind me. I'm not sure where I'm going first. Well, I know where I'm going first, but I'm not sure. I forgot to do my research, so let's go. Let's go to Imperio Paco. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I know it's a sightseeing thing here, but this is the result of me not doing my research. Also, yes, I am wearing my bag in the front just to be safe, but let's go. Turns out Paco Imperial, I think is pronounced Paso with the little thing underneath the C, and it's the Imperial Palace. Feels so stupid, but yeah, let's go to, I think, the stairs that I wanted to see. I've made it to the cathedral, so I think I'm heading there first and then the stairs. But look at this. On the outside it looks like, honestly it looks like not that pretty of a building, but let me show you the inside. That cathedral is so gorgeous from the inside, but so not pretty from the outside. Such an interesting contrast. On the outside you think, oh, it's not anything special, but then you walk in and you're just amazed by what you see. It's time for my last stop, which is for today, which is the stairs, if I can find them. It's also been raining quite a bit, but we're just gonna go for it. Hostel right now, and there's two things that I want to remember, I suppose. One fun one and one not so fun one. Number one is when I left a church that I visited, like just some sightseeing stuff, I went like right and I saw a guy come like across the road, and then I think he was going the other way, and I was just minding my own business walking, and I heard him yell behind me, but like my back was towards him and I don't speak Portuguese, so I had no idea what he was saying. Then he was yelling again, and I thought, whatever, like, he didn't look 100%, so I figured, you know, he's just out there. And then he yelled bonjour, and I was like, okay, I'm not French, but like, you do you. And then I heard him say, hey lady, and then I was like, okay, now you're definitely talking to me, but my back was still turned towards him, like I was going the opposite direction. And then he said F you, and then like witch with a B. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, so we're going with this. And I just kept walking, but I was like, no, like, no. And then the other one is the, well, I think it's funny. I went to the supermarket this morning to get some bread, and I wanted 3 pieces, so I was like, okay, before I left I looked up how to count from 1 to 5, and so I got there and I was like, tres, and I held up my fingers. He thought I said seis, which is 6, so he just put 6 pieces of bread in my bag, and I'm a people pleaser, so I didn't say no, and I just got the 6 pieces and paid for it. So guess what I'm having for dinner tonight? Bread. But that's okay. I mean, I tried and I failed, but it's fine. That was Rio, I guess technically day 2, but sightseeing day 1. See you tomorrow.